This is the era of globalization, where there are so many competitors. This is the era of digitalization, professionalism. You will not stand anywhere if you will not be able to speak properly. Public speaking is a must thing. Your marks are not gonna matter. What will matter is how you speak, how confident you are, how much you are able to interact and communicate with your audience, how much level of understanding you are able to create with your public, with your audience. Why? Because be it business, be it job, be it any area, in every area you need to have networking, you need to build interpersonal relations, and to build good interpersonal relations, you should be a good speaker. How we will be good speaker? When we will remove our nervousness, when we will be more confident, whenever you will be asked to give any impromptu presentation. What is impromptu presentation? Do you know? You have any idea? I have explained in all this already in the MBA classes, that it is the spontaneous presentation which is given on any allotted topic. So anybody who asks you that impromptu presentation you have to give, you will never get nervous in life, and then you will be called as the best speaker. I will not say I am perfect. Even I get nervous many a times. Today also I was nervous, but I'll share you the tricks and tips that I adapt in order to reduce my nervousness level. Just before the class, I had few sips of water, because water has the oxygen levels that bring your nervousness down. I'll share you more tips in the later slides, that how I reduce my nervousness, how I become more confident, and how I prepare my mind. And same you people can follow, and you people will never feel shy. You will be the best speakers. You will have the best confidence, and you will just rock it. So basically, coming back to my point, in today's time where we have so much of competition, we need good communication skills, good presentation skills, to build good interpersonal relations, to have networking with people, to develop and grow our businesses, or to perform well in our respective jobs. So basically, fear and anxiety, social anxiety, which arises because of the social phobia, or I can say glossophobia, interrupts the performance of individual in the business or the job life, in context to creating an obstruction in the path, in the career path. तो आपको लगता है कि आप करियर में सक्सीड कर पाओगे अगर आप बोल नहीं पाओगे? No. I'll share you one example, live example from my family. My own younger sibling is very introvert and of shy nature, and I always tell him that, my dear bro, if you want to succeed in your life, you have to become an extrovert. You have to start speaking. With whom we have fear? Why we are fearing? From audience? Are they perfect? Are they best? No. Everybody has flaws, everybody has imperfections. Nobody is perfect in this world. God has created everybody equally. There is no other person who is more superior to you. Everybody has some flaws. So let's come together, let's integrate and praise the flaws of each other and grow, rather than criticizing other people. When everybody will understand this factor, nobody will criticize others, nobody will judge others. Rather than that, they will support. Rather than that, they will praise. Rather than that, they will appreciate and motivate. So if audience is not contributing to you in this manner, still you go on. Think in that way, that I am not that kind of person who is going to get settled up with the audience responses. Always you will find few people in your audience who will be looking at you, concentrating at you, and who will boost your morale and motivation. Same I do. Even in my class, I pay attention to all. Still, my naturally my eyes go to those students who are very patiently listening and who are interacting, because that gives me a sense of motivation to teach everybody in the best possible manner. So coming back to my point, out of every four individuals, three individuals have fear of social phobia, due to which 75% of the population is the survivor of glossophobia. Can you just imagine? Out of four, every three individuals have this fear. Yes, even I had when I was small. When I was in school, I was very introvert kind of kid. I used to hide behind other students. आई यूज टू एस्केप. मैम ने क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया और मुझे नहीं आया, मेरे फ्रेंड्स हंसेंगे, क्या बोलेंगे. टुडे आई एम नॉट स्केर्ड. If you will ask me, ma'am, what is the answer, and if I don't know, I'll simply say, dear, I have to still explore this thing, and I'll just research on this and I'll share with you later on. That's absolutely perfect. There is no harm in that. We are not gods, right? हम भगवान नहीं है कि हमें सब कुछ आता होगा. So आपको कभी भी कोई पूछे इसका मतलब क्या है ड्यूरिंग द प्रेजेंटेशन और ड्यूरिंग योर पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, नेवर एवर गेट नर्वस एंड डू नॉट हैव फियर कि मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं क्या करूंगी. That's absolutely normal. Just say sorry, I have no idea, I have no clue, I'm bit in dilemma on this, I'll check it and I'll get back to you in a while, or maybe in a few minutes, or maybe after some time. That's absolutely normal. We are humans, we continuously learn, and learning has no age. You learn till your last breath. Since the time you are born, you learn till the end. So if you don't know, that's absolutely normal. That's not a big issue. Fine. So next is again few points that I would like to introduce as part of my introduction. So I've already said you this point that you will not excel in your career if you are not a best speaker. Why? Because in every job, in every business, whatever you people are going to do, there will be a need of communicating. आप business करोगे, आपको quotations मंगवाने हैं, आपको customer से interact करना है, employees को retain करना है. In every particular business activity and process, you need to interact. You are doing job, you will get the sales target, you will get the task of planning and communicating to the team members. You will get any task, any activity in any of the areas, be it business or job, you will have to interact. अगर आप सोचते हो कि मैं अपने डर को अंदर रखूंगा, बाहर नहीं निकालूंगा या निकालूंगी और ये चीज मेंटेन रखूंगा, सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, लेट मी टेल यू कि आपको थोड़ी दिक्कत आ सकती है इन एस्टैब्लिशिंग अ सक्सेसफुल करियर. So same I was, but then slowly and gradually I started interacting more. I started working on vocabulary. I started taking advices and suggestions from my teachers. And today you can see I am here. I'm not perfect, I will say, but still I am already in, you can say, work in progress. I am a semi-finished good, and I'll keep on working so that I can become a finished good or a finished output. And same I expect from you people. You are raw materials. Now you have to convert yourselves into the finished output by working on your presentation skills, by removing your fear. Now, one more important thing that has come to my mind is that glossophobia seems to be like a disease. Yes, no, it is not a disease or it is not a severe problem. It is just a fear which is set in our mind. It is psychological. The day we remove it, we will be free from everything. We will be free from the glossophobia. So it seems to be a technical, a big word or maybe a big problem, but it is not. So we can remove, and it depends upon our own self. So basically, if we want to widen up the business, we want to formulate the relations, we want to promote the ideas to society, anywhere, any task that we have to do, we have to communicate, we have to interact confidently without fear, and we have to remove our glossophobia from within. Next is glossophobia, the definition. Word comes from the Greek root that is glossa, which means tongue, and the root phobia, which means fear. So that's the way how this term has arrived, the fear of public speaking. Greek stands for, Greek word that is glossa stands for the tongue, and the root stands for the fear. So that's why it is called as glossophobia. Phobos or the phobia means the terror or the fear, and glossa means tongue, right? So from which you speak. That's why it is called as fear of glossophobia. Let's proceed. Already informed you that this is the fear of tongue or the terror or the fear. So basically this is also called as phobia, social fear, or fear of public speaking. Let's move. Okay, now I want quick responses from all my colleagues and all my students and from Worthy Dean ma'am regarding the fears you people have. I have, let me tell you, 2 to 3 fears out of this. Can you all please tell me which sort of fear you have? Just look into the list below and tell me which fears you have. Okay, fear of public speaking termed as glossophobia, fear of bugs, acrophobia, heights, acrophobia, fear of flying, aerophobia, fear of spiders, fear of small spaces, dogs, vomitings, germs, needles. Everybody has some or the other fear. हम सबके माइंड में कुछ ना कुछ साइकोलॉजिकल ऐसी ऐसा थ्रेड बैठा है किसी चीज को लेके जो हम उसे डेली लाइफ में हम अगर वो करते हैं तो हमें डर लगता है, राइट? आई विल शेयर माई फोबियाज, यू क्विकली सेंड मी द मैसेजेस इन द चैट बॉक्स कि आपको कौन सा फोबिया है. Quickly, I'm waiting. Everyone, see, I'll tell you, I have fear of vomiting. Very openly, I'm telling you all. I have mountain sickness whenever I go to some mountains or I am going by car, and even if I sit in someone else's car, I have a fear of vomiting. That is emetophobia. This is the biggest fear of my life, and it is psychological. And I have worked a lot upon this. During my childhood, I'll share one experience. When I went to Kashmir, I vomited for 10 to 15 times during my entire journey from Jammu to Kashmir. But till date, like till today, I have improvised a lot. Why? Because I have changed my mind. I have changed my psychology. आप जितना अपने फियर के बारे में सोचोगे, जितना उसके बारे में इमेजिन करोगे, उतना वो आपके ऊपर सीवियर होगा. So you have to change your mind in order to remove your fears. So let's move forward. Also, I have one more fear, that is fear of heights, that is acrophobia. But yes, I don't have fear of public speaking, that is glossophobia. ये था but school time पे था. I have already worked upon it. But yes, nervousness हमेशा रहती है. A bit anxiety that कैसा होगा, अच्छा होगा, नहीं होगा, will I be able to connect, and that is very much obvious in every person, right? Okay, let's proceed. Symptoms. Okay, share me how many of you have experienced these symptoms: sweating, trembling, nausea, stammering, rapid speech, you get high BP, you get a problem in stomach, you start shaking, you feel like going to restroom, you want to get freshen up, you get headache, your throat gets choked up, you cannot speak words, you cannot utter words. ऐसा लगता है words हैं हमारे neck में, मतलब यहाँ तक आ गए हैं, tongue तक, but they are not coming out. How many of you feel this thing? How many of you have experienced these factors or these symptoms? If you have experienced, then you are glossophobic, because these symptoms are usually seen while you are presenting in public. So let me tell you one more thing. ग्लॉसोफोबिया इंटेंसिटी डिपेंड्स. अगर बहुत छोटे लेवल पे है तो आपको इसमें से 2-3 सिम्टम्स ही होंगे, ठीक है? अगर बहुत सीवियर लेवल पे है तो आपको मेजॉरिटी ऑफ सिम्टम्स हो सकते हैं. सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द इंटेंसिटी. कैन यू सी द गाय इज गेटिंग सो मच ऑफ स्वेट? आई होप इट्स क्लियर इन द स्क्रीन. Next, nerves. That she is chewing, I may be chewing the nails, and maybe there is some disturbance with her nerves. Self-consciousness, he is so much conscious. So all these are the symptoms of the glossophobia. Even I used to have when I was in school. That is a bit normal. How I developed, how I improvised with the presentations. In my graduation, in my masters, I used to give so many presentations because I was determined that I will remove this fear from myself. And same I tell you people in the classes, if you remember, जितना presentation दोगे उतना आप अपना best version बनोगे. You will improvise that much. Next is following are the cues. Like I said, you high blood pressure, trembling and freezing, high perspiration, that is sweating, mouth dryness, tightening of back muscles. Some people also face the muscles issue. Muscles get tightened up. Panic. पैनिक करने लग जाते हो, स्टेज पे खड़े होते हो, मैं इधर जाऊं या मैं उधर जाऊं, मैं लेफ्ट साइड जाऊं, मैं राइट साइड जाऊं, व्हाट शुड आई डू? You panic a lot, you shiver a lot. Severe anxiousness with the perception of public speaking. You become anxious. You get a fear of terror. You get a feeling of terror. You get tensions. You get nervous. And if one symptom gets arises, your whole body system gets disturbed. And I have experienced this. आपको एक इशू होगा, आपकी पूरी बॉडी डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगी. So better make sure that you should stay away from all these symptoms to get arise, and it is you, yes you, who can make sure this thing by setting your mind, because mind is the organ that sets all your other body organs. Mind से signals आते हैं और आपकी body उसी वे में act करती है. So the day you have learned to set your mind, your body will never ever act like this. Your body will be in support of yourself and it will be in control of yourself. Okay, next is, so also tell me how many of you have experienced these symptoms. Next is speech related symptoms. Those were general and these are speech related. Mouth dryness, lower tone, because of lack of confidence आपकी tone और pitch of voice बहुत कम हो जाती है. आपने देखा है कभी किसी अपने क्लासमेट्स को या आप कोई पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में गए हो कि वो पर्सन बोल नहीं पाता बिल्कुल भी, वर्ड्स हैं, द पर्सन इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, हैज versatile thoughts in the mind, but the person is unable to speak. The voice is very low, the voice is not audible. Why? Because he has the fear किस चीज का? पब्लिक का. अब पब्लिक के क्या फियर्स होते हैं हमें, कि हमें पब्लिक से क्यों डर लगता है, वो भी आएगा आगे की स्लाइड में. आई विल शेयर विद यू. ओके, लैक ऑफ एनर्जी एंड एंथुजियाज्म, सीवियर टेंशन लीडिंग टू वॉइस ट्रेम्बलिंग. आपकी वॉइस आ ई ऊ ऐसे सारे हेजिटेशंस होते हैं, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशंस होते हैं, यू मर्मर, यू शेक, यू स्टैमर, यू टेक पॉजेस, अ लॉन्ग नंबर ऑफ पॉजेस. तो ये सारी आपकी स्पीच रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स होती है, और आई कैन से द वर्बल प्रॉब्लम्स व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू स्पीक, राइट. नेक्स्ट इज कॉजेस. अब ये क्यों होता है ग्लॉसोफोबिया? कैन समवन टेल मी आपको क्यों लगता है कि ये क्यों होता है, हमें फियर क्यों होता है पब्लिक स्पीकिंग का? बिकॉज मे बी हमारे कुछ पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस रहे होंगे, बैड एक्सपीरियंसेस, बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी आर अनेबल टू प्रेजेंट इन द करेंट टाइम. जस्ट इमेजिन दैट इन योर स्कूल टाइम, अगर आई नॉट इमेजिन, मेरे हिसाब से आप लोग में से बहुतों के साथ ये हुआ होगा कि आपने कोई आंसर दिया होगा और वो रॉन्ग हुआ होगा एंड योर फ्रेंड्स मेड मॉक्ड ऑन यू. डिड इट हैपेंड? यस और नो? आपको ये डर लगा उसके बाद नेक्स्ट टाइम से कि मुझे आंसर आज के बाद देना ही नहीं है बिकॉज माई फ्रेंड्स आर लाफिंग एट मी. हैपेंड और नॉट? यस, इट हैपेंड विथ मी वंस. उसके बाद तो मुझे इतना डर लगा था कि मुझे कभी भी आंसर देना ही नहीं है. बट देन आई रियलाइज्ड, जब मैं अनसक्सेसफुल होंगी अपने करियर में तो क्या ये लोग आएंगे मुझे हेल्प करने? वाई टू थिंक अबाउट अदर्स? वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ. गिव रॉन्ग आंसर्स, एटलीस्ट यू आर स्पीकिंग, राइट. Next is fear of getting judged, insulted, criticized or rejection, because in past an individual maybe have encountered, already explained you. हमें डर लगता है कि ऑडियंस हमें जज करेगी, क्रिटिसाइज करेगी, इंसल्ट करेगी. Always have one thing in mind, you are the superior one because you are presenting. बाकी तो बैठ के सुन रहे हैं, आप तो बोल रहे हो. And it takes a lot of courage to speak. And a speaker is doing a great task by communicating the ideas, by communicating the thoughts and changing and creating and understanding in the mind of the receivers. So you are doing a great task, my dear friends, my dear students. So do not ever get nervous by thinking that my audience will criticize, what they will think, what they will talk about me. Don't bother, just communicate, just focus on yourself and maintain attention. Do not get deviate, because world is there to deviate. You have to stay on your path. Next is people with less education get nervous. कई लोगों को लगता है कि मेरे पास शायद क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है, ऑडियंस में ज़्यादा क्वालिफाइड लोग हैं, तो दैट इज़ अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी, मैं ज़्यादा अच्छे से ना बोल पाऊँ. डोंट वरी, एजुकेशन, मार्क्स और डिग्रीज आर नॉट द इंडिकेटर्स ऑफ योर सक्सेस. हाउ यू स्पीक, दैट इज़ अ बिगेस्ट थिंग. नरेंद्र मोदी जी, राइट, बहुत सारे ऐसे लीडर्स हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे रोल मॉडल्स हैं who are the best speakers, but they haven't gone to any of the B schools. They don't have any degrees, or maybe they have not undergone any professional courses. If you can work upon your own, great. If you cannot, take help from your teachers, your friends. Maybe you can take some soft skills training. You have to develop these skills, because nobody is born with such skills. Everybody develops it with the passage of time. Next is aggregation of genetic characteristics. Yes, this is somewhat genetic also. Like I shared the example with you of my brother. My brother is introvert because my father is also introvert. I am extrovert because my mother is an extrovert person. So that is in our genes. That is based on our chromosome structure. You know, not 23 chromosomes. There are total 46. 23 is from father, 23 is from mother. So I have more of my mother's genes and my brother has more of my father's genes. That's why we have opposite natures. Next is when you have no chance for advanced preparation, and automatically it gives rise to the fear of public speaking. Always remember the biggest thing, always stay prepared for your presentation, because अगर आपने प्रैक्टिस किया होगा एडवांस में, रिहर्स किया होगा, यू विल बी मोर कॉन्फिडेंट दैट आई एम गोइंग टू प्रेजेंट द थिंग दैट आई नो. बट ऑब्वियस है ना, हमें एग्जाम का एग्जाम्पल लो. आप अगर एग्जाम में आप पेपर लिख रहे हो, आपको सारे आंसर्स आते हैं, आप कितने कॉन्फिडेंटली लिखते हो, येस आई नो दिस, आई नो दिस, आई नो दिस, आई एम गोइंग टू स्कोर द हाईएस्ट. अगर आपको इमेजिन करो, आउट ऑफ 7 क्वेश्चंस इनिशियल 3 क्वेश्चंस नहीं आए, your mood will get disturbed, you will get tension, you will get headache, you will get nervous. I'm talking about those who are very serious in context to the studies. Okay, बाकी स्टूडेंट्स सबको मतलब कुछ ना कुछ टेंशन होती है कि मेरे को क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते, आगे का भी आपका पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस चला जाता है. yes or no? So in case you have prepared in advance, you have you have already passed on with your concepts, cleared your concepts, you will present it in the best manner. So I would suggest practice in front of the mirror. हमेशा मिरर के सामने खड़े हो और 2-3 times practice करो. Kindly please mute your mic, whosoever has unmuted it. It's a request, please. Okay, so always prepare in front of the mirror, practice it again and again, and you will be the best. And that's my assurance. नेक्स्ट इज ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शन. मुझे लगता है हमें इतना हाई लेवल पे नहीं है कि हमें ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत है, बट स्टिल फॉर योर नॉलेज आई हैव इंक्लूडेड दिस थिंग इन दिस. There are some people who are highly glossophobic, and to them the skills can be imparted. I mean, the training can be imparted and the skills can be enhanced. So basically such kind of theories are called as cognitive behavioral therapy. As per my knowledge, there is one of the best and the leading such kind of organization, that is Toastmasters, who work on the glossophobia and such kind of training skills. My teacher said me when I was in my post graduation. Next is anxiety management and relaxation techniques often help in reduction of fear building tendency. How you can relax yourself? By deep breathing, by doing meditation, by indulging in some sort of exercises. What I do is, whenever I have presentations, I practice some exercise in morning. Either I do yoga or I do meditation or I walk. Walking is my daily schedule, but still I try to do some extra things so that my body stay relaxed and rejuvenated. ये सब एक्टिविटीज करने से, फिजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस करने से आपकी बॉडी रिलैक्स्ड रहती है. यू आर इमोशनली हैप्पी बिकॉज आपकी बॉडी में एंड्रोजेंस एक हॉर्मोन्स होते हैं जो रिलीज होते हैं, विच मेक्स यू फील हैप्पी एंड लाइटर. यू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम ऑल द टेंशंस. तो आपको ये नहीं होगा जब आप प्रेजेंटेशन दोगे कि मेरा ये काम पेंडिंग है, वो पेंडिंग है, आई हैव सो मेनी नंबर ऑफ things to be done. You will stay away from the tensions, you will stay relaxed. So better indulge in relaxation techniques, deep breathing, maybe the physical exercises, maybe dance, aerobics, walk, yoga, meditation, whatever you like, because happy hormones are released with such kind of relaxation techniques. Next is medications. There are beta blockers to reduce your blood pressure and heart related disorders, antidepressants that treat your depression. Also brain chemicals are given by doctors such as serotonin that induces your mood level. So I don't think we require such kind of thing. We can just work on our presentation skills and public fear through practice and practice. That's what we do in the classes, right? There are some herbal remedies also that helps you in reduction of your public fear. Next is practical tips for overcoming glossophobia. I think this is the need of the hour. Because of the time constraint, I would like to focus more on this particular aspect, because this is something which is more practical and which can be adopted so that we can reduce our fear. Number one is identify the presentable material. You should ready your material well in advance. For example, I had to present today. I started preparing my presentation long back. Till today morning, I was adding, deleting content, I was revising, I was rehearsing, I practiced 2 times in front of the mirror. So basically, always have your material ready, practice that, and then you will never get nervous because your material is ready. You have facts, you have figures. Thode facts dalo, figures dalo, something that can build the attention and something that can make you more confident. Next is practice hard. Already said you, जितना practice करोगे, जितना rehearse करोगे, उतना आप best speaker होगे. अपना वर्बल मैसेज प्रेजेंटेशन से पहले आप रिकॉर्ड करके उसे सुनो. यू विल बी एबल टू मेक आउट व्हाट आर योर फ्लॉज, व्हाट इज द थिंग दैट इज इंटरप्टिंग यू, आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या लूप होल्स हैं, एंड वी कैन मेक इट अ बेटर वर्जन बाय लिसनिंग टू द वर्बल ऑडियो. Next is virtual mode usage. Virtual is what? Online. So basically you can take help of all those virtual modes or online support that can make you perform more better. Same I did. I took so many pictures. I took so much of content. I took some from my blog, some from my notes. I gathered all and I made a PPT for you people so that I can convey my thoughts and my ideas with you people. Next is predetermine the list of possible questions from audience. Always analyze your audience first. Always analyze their background, their lifestyle, their mindset, the prospective questions which can arise from their side. Because with that you will be prepared. Mentally आप ready रहोगे कि ये चीज़ पूछी जा सकती है. अगर आप prepared रहोगे तो but obviously confident रहोगे and बहुत अच्छे way में answer कर पाओगे. Next is choose a substitute of memorizing speech. Never ever memorize. Can you see? मैं जो बोल रही हूँ ना सारा अपने एक्सपीरियंस से बोल रही हूँ. I am not reading the points and I am not just simply explaining the things which are there in PPT. These are only my support points. I have not memorized. I am speaking with my experience. Same you should do. You should not memorize or read your presentations. You should share your experience and you should talk in general in relation to the topic. Never ever memorize, because when you will memorize, you will forget, you will become nervous, and hence the fear will arise. So this is a big no-no. Next is analyze audience. Already explained you have to analyze their background, their level of interest, their mindset, their education, their qualification. With that, you will better able to identify how you have to tackle your audience. नेक्स्ट इज ग्रेजुअल स्पीकिंग. आप थोड़ा स्लोली अपनी स्पीड बढ़ाओ, थोड़ा ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज करो. डोंट बी वेरी फास्ट और डोंट बी वेरी स्लो. I know I'm bit fast because I have a lot more to cover and I know I've got only 1 hour because we have time constraint. That's why I'm bit fast. So kindly allow, and I'm sorry for that, but I have to be fast. Otherwise, my content will be left away. Okay. Next is sip water. Already shared in the initial slide, the first slide when I started, that I had water. I have water bottle next to me and I continuously sip it in between in order to keep myself hydrated, in order to maintain my oxygen levels, and in order to boost the energy levels, right? So पानी पीते रहो बीच बीच में. That there's no harm. ये मत सोचो मुझे ऑडियंस देख रही है मैं पानी कैसे पी सकता हूँ, पी सकती हूँ. अरे क्यों भाई, आप इंसान ही हो, आप स्पीकर बने हो. ये थोड़ी है कि आप मतलब you are now not in human category. We become thirsty, we feel the thirst, so there is no harm in having water. You can have it, right? You can say, excuse me, I would like to have water, and just sip some water, and then you will feel again relaxed. नेक्स्ट इज डोंट डिस्क्राइब और फील योर नर्वसनेस. जितना सोचोगे, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले कहा था कि मैं टेंस्ड हूँ, मैं नर्वस हूँ, मेरे को डर लग रहा है, उतना आप डरोगे. अपनी नर्वसनेस को एक्साइटमेंट में कन्वर्ट करो. दिस इज व्हाट आई डू. इवन इन मॉर्निंग आई वॉज बिट नर्वस. बहुत थोड़ा सा होता है मुझे, 2-3%. दैट इज नॉट नर्वसनेस बट टेंशन कि है मुझे बेस्ट डिलीवर करना है. सो व्हाट आई डिड वॉज आई वॉज बिट नर्वस, तो मैंने उसको एक्साइटमेंट में कन्वर्ट किया. वाओ, आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड, मेरे पास इतनी वंडरफुल पीपीटी है, वंडरफुल ऑडियंस है, आई एम ऑल्सो वंडरफुल, आई एम अ गुड कम्युनिकेटर, देन व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम? आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड, आई एम नॉट नर्वस. You have to explain your mind like this and convert your nervousness into the excitement. Next is get flexible or acquainted with the room and venue. Always reach before time. I was 15 minutes before at my venue where I wanted to sit and take the presentation. I adjusted with all the hard things and the soft things which I wanted, right? So basically आप जहाँ पे भी आपको प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं उस वेन्यू पे टाइम से पहले पहुंचो. ठीक है. Get acquainted, get familiar with that environment, with the ambience, do the necessary adjustments that you want to do with that, because when you will reach earlier आपको sufficient adequate time मिलेगा before presentation to make things adjust in your comfortable zone, according to your comfortable zone. Next is ensure that enough practice for the presentation or speech is made. Already said you that you have to make enough practice. Practice is the best solution to become the best speaker. What was your feeling? इसमें से आपको कोई feelings आई हैं? Any feelings that you have got? See, can you see lack of oxygen is one of the point during the social phobia. That's the reason why I suggested you to sip water again and again, because with that your oxygen levels will be maintained. So loss of voice, heart pounding, heart beat होती है जो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है when you are presenting. इट हैपेंस, मेरे साथ भी हुआ अभी स्टार्टिंग में, इनिशियली व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, नाउ इट्स क्वाइट नॉर्मल. अब मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि आई एम प्रिटी नॉर्मल. स्टार्टिंग में मुझे थोड़ा सा हुआ था, राइट, नाउ इट्स नॉर्मल. तो जब आप थोड़े से नर्वस होते हो तो ये सारे चीजें आपके साथ होती हैं. हाउ मेनी यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड क्विकली रिस्पॉन्ड सो दैट आई गेट टू नो that this is what I said. The game is in your brain. Everything happens with your mind, your brain is the regulator of the body. If you control your brain, your body will be automatically in your control. Okay, very very interesting thing. I want you people to reply on this. I'm sure you people will love it. Research shows people are more afraid of facing this. What we are talking about? What? Any guesses? रिसर्च कहती है कि लोग इससे ज्यादा डरते हैं. क्या चीज होगी? Anyone who can talk about this or who can suggest in the chat box only. ठीक है, no unmuting because I have time constraint. Do not forget. ठीक है, people are more scared of this public speaking, but in comparison to what? हम किस चीज की बात कर रहे हैं? Any ideas? Okay, next I am opening the suspense. Then this. How many of you have same thing, like you have experienced same thing? घोस्ट से, भूत से या सुपर नेचुरल पावर से कम डर लगता है, बट फियर ऑफ पब्लिक स्पीकिंग ज्यादा है. पब्लिक स्पीकिंग से ज्यादा डर लगता है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू? रिसर्च ने प्रूव की है. They carried out research on few particular samples and they analyzed, they concluded that people are less scared of such supernatural powers and they are more scared of speaking in public. Isn't this so much astonishing? Next, reasons for glossophobia. Stage fright. Why we have stage fright? What do you think? I already said you earlier कि आगे मैं आपको reasons भी बताऊंगी public speaking के fear के, कि हमें public से इतना डर क्यों लगता है. Why we are afraid? वो भी normal इंसान है, हम भी normal है. We are also normal human. They are also normal human. Why to get afraid? The reasons are this: saying or doing something to embarrass themselves. You always have a fear. मैंने कुछ ऐसा बोल दिया जो मेरी पब्लिक को अच्छा ना लगा या उन्होंने सपोर्ट नहीं किया तो मुझे तो बड़ा एम्बैरेस्ड फील होगा. नो प्रॉब्लम, एवरीबडी कमिट्स द मिस्टेक. अभी मैंने आपको प्रेजेंटेशन में जितने भी प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स एक्सप्लेन किए हैं उसमें एक दो बार मैंने भी स्टैमर किया होगा, राइट, किया होगा, बट ऑब्वियस बिकॉज वी आर ह्यूमंस तो वो होना ही है जब हम कॉन्टिन्यूसली इतना बोलेंगे. सो नो हार्म इन दैट. डोंट फील एम्बैरेस्ड एंड नोबडी इज गोइंग टू एम्बैरेस यू. इट इज ऑल योर माइंड गेम. आप जैसा सोचोगे वैसा आपको यूनिवर्स गिव बैक करती है. तो पॉजिटिव रहो, पॉजिटिव ऑटोमेटिकली होगा. नेक्स्ट इज सेइंग और डूइंग समथिंग दैट विल डैमेज देयर करियर और रेपुटेशन. आपको डर लगता है कि वो ऑडियंस में से कोई कुछ ऐसा बोल देगा जो आपके करियर और रेपुटेशन को इम्पैक्ट करेगा. नो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, माय डियर ऑडियंस, इट इज नॉट द सेम वे. योर स्किल्स, योर एबिलिटीज, योर कैपेबिलिटीज, that determines your career, that determines your goodwill, what kind of character you are, what kind of person you are. These things are not going to determine your career and reputation. Fear of forgetting what you are going to say. आपको लगता है भूल जाओगे. अरे भूलना क्यों है? आप याद करोगे तब भूलोगे ना. भूलना हमें लर्न तो करना ही नहीं है, हम अपने एक्सपीरियंस से बोलेंगे. ठीक है, ऑलवेज चूज द टॉपिक about which you have experienced in life. For example, this topic I have chosen because ये मेरे साथ हुआ है and I can explain you pretty well. मैंने कुछ लर्न नहीं किया आपको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए. आई एम स्पीकिंग फ्रॉम माई एक्सपीरियंस एंड आई कैन स्पीक फॉर 3-4 more hours ऑल्सो बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट मेमोराइज्ड इट. तो वो फियर आएगा ही नहीं जब आप मेमोराइज नहीं करोगे. फियर ऑफ अदर्स विल सी देम एज लैकिंग. यू फील दैट आपके अंदर कुछ लैक कर रहा है. यू हैव समथिंग विच इज योर लिमिटिंग फैक्टर एंड नॉट इन योर ऑडियंस. नो प्रॉब्लम, आई सेड यू एवरीबडी इज नॉट परफेक्ट. जो आपके पास होगा वो अदर पर्सन के पास नहीं होगा, जो उनके पास होगा वो आपस नहीं होगा. एवरीबडी हैज सम ऑफ देयर ओन यूनिकनेस, राइट. कोई चीज में अच्छा है, कोई चीज में अच्छा है. दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. इफ यू आर लैकिंग इन समथिंग, वो भी कोई ना कोई चीज में लैक करते हैं. नोबडी इज परफेक्टली बॉर्न ऑन दिस प्लैनेट अर्थ. नेक्स्ट इज फियर ऑफ रिजेक्शन. आपको डर लगता है ऑडियंस रिजेक्ट करेगी. नो प्रॉब्लम. आफ्टर रिजेक्शंस, आफ्टर फेलियर्स, ओनली यू हैव सक्सेस. बिना ट्राई करे तो आज तक कोई सक्सेसफुल बना ही नहीं है. जब तक ट्राई नहीं करोगे, जब तक रिजेक्ट नहीं होगे, आप आगे बढ़ोगे कैसे? रिजेक्शन इज द रोड टू सक्सेस बिकॉज इन रिजेक्शंस यू गेट टू नो योर मिस्टेक्स एंड यू गेट टू नो ऑन व्हाट थिंग्स यू हैव टू वर्क, व्हाट इम्प्रोवाइजेशंस यू हैव टू डू. तो रिजेक्शन होंगे तभी तो सक्सेस होगी ना. तो रिजेक्शन से डरना नहीं है. रिजेक्शन आ रहा है, उसे हैप्पीली एक्सेप्ट करो, उसे आने दो. फियर दैट नो वन विल रिस्पॉन्ड. कोई बात नहीं रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा, तो आपने तो अपने बेस्ट एफर्ट्स दिए, आपने तो बेस्ट ट्राई किया, आपने अपनी बेस्ट चीज करी, दैट इज ओके। नहीं रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा तो भी कोई बात नहीं, think that I will try more better next time. That's okay. I am in the learning stage. Next, fear that someone will question them and they won't be able to answer. मैंने आपको ये चीज पहले ही बता दी, अगर आपको नहीं आता तो कोई बात नहीं, वी आर नॉट रोबोट्स, वी डोंट हैव आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस कि हमने फटाफट अपने जाके सिस्टम में सॉफ्टवेयर में चेक किया इसका ये आंसर और हमने प्रेजेंट कर दिया। वी डोंट हैव आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, वी आर ह्यूमंस, we have limited information which is stored in the mind or we can which is retained. So what we can do is we can just simply say to our audience that yes, I'll just research on this, I'll just analyze this particular part and I'll let you know in a while or later on, like I said you earlier. Okay, next is, okay, can you see the fear rate? डेथ का फियर है 68%, स्पाइडर्स 30.50, डार्कनेस 11, हाइट्स 10, सोशल सिचुएशन 7.9, फ्लाइंग 6.5, confined spaces 2.5, open spaces 2.0, thunder and lightning 2%. Can you see which is the highest fear? 74%, which is prevailing among the people across the world. So don't you think this is the biggest issue? Yes. Reason, once again, I have one very nice thing. What do you think? What is Oppo? OPO? This is not that Oppo phone wala. This is different thing. This is others people's opinions. दूसरे लोग क्या सोचेंगे, दूसरे लोग क्या बोलेंगे? अरे कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, स्टार्टिंग में सब क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, सब आपको डिमोटिवेट करते हैं, जिस दिन आपने करके दिखा दिया ना, यही लोग होंगे जो क्लैपिंग करेंगे, ठीक है? तो डू नॉट वरी अबाउट अदर्स ओपिनियन, जस्ट वर्क वट एवर यू हैव प्लान्ड एंड प्रिपेयर्ड, वर्क अपॉन दैट, यू विल बी द बेस्ट वर्जन। लोग आएंगे, लोग जाएंगे, अगर आप लोगों का सोचते रहोगे तो आप भी वहीं खड़े रह जाओगे, आप कभी नहीं बढ़ोगे। People will come and go, but you will stand at the same place. So forget about people's opinions, right? Okay, next thing is you doubt yourself. How do I look to my audience? कितने लोग ये सोचते हैं? सब सोचते हैं, मैं भी सोच रही थी अभी जब मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन स्टार्ट की थी, मैं ठीक लग रही हूँ? ऑडियंस मतलब ये तो नहीं बोलेगी कि शी इज सो मेसी, शी इज लुकिंग बैड और शी इज नॉट प्रॉपर्ली अटायर्ड। होते हैं क्वेश्चन, सबके माइंड में होते हैं, बिकॉज नोबडी वांट्स टू क्रिएट अ बैड इंप्रेशन और बैड इमेज, राइट? ठीक है, अब आपको लगता है कि मुझे ऑडियंस कैसे सोच रही होगी, कैसे देख रही होगी, जब आप स्टेज पे खड़े होते हो ना, आपके माइंड में क्या थॉट्स आते हैं मैं बताती हूँ। शायद मेरी ऑडियंस को मैं ऐसा लग रहा हूँ या ऐसी लग रही होंगी, लाइक दिस, ठीक है? आप इमेजिन करते हो, विजुअलाइज करते हो, शायद मैं ऐसा लग रहा हूँ या मेरी ऑडियंस ऐसे फेसेस बना रही होगी मुझे देख के, इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू माई सच काइंड ऑफ फेस। नेक्स्ट, और दिस, और एम आई लुकिंग लाइक दिस? सोचते हो आप मैं थोड़ा वो डेंजरस या वैसी तो नहीं लग रही, थोड़ी हॉरिफाइंग वाली तो नहीं लग रही, या वैसा तो नहीं लग रहा? सोचते हैं ना हम स्टेज पे खड़े होके। क्यों सोचना है? जो है बेस्ट है, वट एवर गॉड हैज क्रिएटेड that is best, just think that. Next, it is called as spotlight complex. When you are on the stage, everybody is looking at you, all the lights are centered towards you, you have a fear कि सब मुझे देख रहे हैं एंड मैं कैसा लग रहा हूँगा, मतलब मेरा प्रॉपरली सब अटायर प्रॉपर है या नहीं, मेरे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस ठीक है नहीं, everything, you are so much conscious about all those things. Just focus on your words and not on all those things. Okay, next is, because you are self-absorbed, you think people are analyzing you. Don't ever do that thing. Come out of your own absorptions and try to focus on your words, try to focus on your main content rather than thinking what they will think, what they will analyze. Truth is they don't care. अब देखते हैं, हमें लगता है कि वो हमें ऐसे विजुअलाइज कर रहे हैं, इमेजिन कर रहे हैं, अब हम देखते हैं कि वो क्या वो किन चीज़ों के बारे में सोचते हैं। तो यू विल बी वेरी हैप्पी ऑल्सो एंड यू विल बी एक्साइटेड टू सी कि क्या है। So I'm opening the suspense and this is the thing. Just see here. Okay. इसको लगी है भूख. He is hungry. He is in need of burger, maybe McD burger. He needs to go to restroom. He is having a feeling to go and freshen up. She wants maybe wine. I don't know what he is or she is thinking. She is thinking about maybe some guy, maybe friend, or maybe any person who is closer to that person. So can you see what the audience is thinking? आपको कोई नहीं देख रहा, आपको कोई जज नहीं कर रहा, सब अपने अपने थॉट्स और माइंडसेट में है, मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे क्या खाना है, मुझे कहाँ जाना है, इसके बाद मेरे क्या प्लान्स हैं। Nobody is so much free to judge you. तो वो फियर निकाल दो कि मुझे लोग जज कर रही है, ठीक है। प्रूफ, 96% of the presenter blunders go unnoticed by the audience. जो भी गलतियां हो जाती है ना प्रेजेंटर से, रिसर्च ने प्रूव किया है कि 96% तो अननोटिस जाती हैं, क्योंकि ऑडियंस ही अपने आप में इतनी बिजी होती है इन देयर ओन थॉट्स. सो नेवर एवर फियर, never ever have fear of public speaking, because nobody is so much free. And yes, audience also get deviates from you and your content. That's why it is often said that always maintain the interaction and attention of the audience so that they stay connected with you. Great people who had glossophobia. अच्छा, आप इन इमेजेस को आप जानते हो? मुझे कोई चैट बॉक्स में फटाफट बताएगा कि ये इमेजेस किन किन पर्सनालिटीज की हैं. यस, इन तीनों पर्सनालिटीज को भी ग्लोसोफोबिया था. Till today also we remember these personalities, yes or no? Father of our nation, Gandhi ji, the biggest freedom fighter of our country, we still remember him, right? Gandhi Jayanti celebrate करते हैं. Why? Because of his work, performance, his deeds, the contribution that he made towards India, our economy, we still remember. But you will be shocked to hear that he was the biggest glossophobic person. Who is he? Abraham Lincoln. Who is he? Winston Churchill. Everybody was suffering from glossophobia. So these are some of the eminent personalities who were suffering from glossophobia: Abraham Lincoln, Gandhiji, Sigmund Freud, Thomas Jefferson, Nicole Kidman, and Renée Zellweger. Abraham Lincoln, I'll just quickly skip this part because I think it's important to tell only the few names which had suffered from glossophobic. So we will not go into much depth. Winston Churchill, like I said you, Mahatma Gandhi ji, everybody was suffering. So how to overcome glossophobia? This is the fearful person. Can you see? Sweating हो रही है, मुंह में hands हैं, और शिवर कर रहा है, और कैसे खड़ा है वो person? Can you see this particular female, how she is standing? So confident, happily smiling. Always smile, always stay happy. Happy hormones should release in your body. Do not forget that. Keep smiling. Audience also likes the smiling faces. So overcoming glossophobia involves having, again I'm revising this, it was already covered, having apt knowledge on your content, on your material. And next is keep on practicing in front of the mirror. Conversation, not reading. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला interaction करो, reading मत करो. Do not memorize and read. Just converse. नॉर्मल जैसे हम कैजुअली अपने घर पे अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, फैमिली के साथ, या अपने नियर एंड डियर वंस के साथ बात करते हैं, वैसे आप कन्वर्स करो. डोंट थिंक कि प्रेजेंटेशन है, मैं क्या बोलूंगा, मैं क्या बोलूंगी. नॉर्मल कैजुअल जाने दो उसको. डू नॉट डिविएट फ्रॉम योर टॉपिक, बट स्टे कैजुअल. Next is movement. Yes, biggest thing which I explained always in my classes, that indulge into some kind of movements. एक जगह मत खड़े रहो. अगर आपको एक स्टेज मिला है तो आप उस पर कॉन्टिन्यूसली मूवमेंट करते रहो, लेफ्ट साइड, राइट साइड, इन आफ्टर टेकिंग सम पॉजेस. And also move your eyes around the audience. Maintain the eye contact, which I always do in my class if you people have noticed it. I always walk and maintain the eye contact. इससे ऑडियंस का इंटरेस्ट भी बिल्ड रहता है. यू आर ऑल्सो इन मूवमेंट, यू ऑल्सो फील बिट कैजुअल, एंड यू ऑल्सो फील लेस नर्वस. फ्रेंडली फेसेस, हमेशा हैप्पी रहो, फ्रेंडली रहो विथ योर ऑडियंस. लाइक आई सेड यू, आप पॉजिटिव रहोगे, सामने वाला भी पॉजिटिव रहेगा. ऑलवेज एड बिट ह्यूमर ऑल्सो इन द प्रेजेंटेशन, बिकॉज एवरीबडी लाइक्स टू स्माइल एंड गेट हैप्पी. तो आप बहुत सीरियस रहोगे, सिर्फ आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव होगा कि बस इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोडिंग करनी है इन द माइंड्स ऑफ audience. No, that will not work. You have to add some humor also. You have to make them a bit smile also. You have to make them a bit happy also, right? Because everybody loves the emotion of happiness. Next, practice will reduce your fear by 75%. Breathing techniques, deep breathing, inhaling and exhaling of oxygen will reduce your fear by 15%. Next is mental preparation, 10%. If you prepare your mind, your body will be automatically controlled. Who needs to speak in public? Yes, everybody can speak. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ politicians, entrepreneurs, teachers ही बोल सकते हैं. Every individual born on the planet Earth can speak and be the presenter, the speaker. अब हम में से कईयों को लगता है कि इट इज टू लेट, कि अब तो हम अपनी स्किल्स एनहांस नहीं कर सकते, अब तो हम बड़े हो गए, हमें कौन सिखाएगा, हम कैसे करेंगे. नो, इट्स नेवर टू लेट. इट इज ओनली द बिगेस्ट फंडा इज प्रैक्टिसिंग. आप चाहे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हो जाओ, चाहे आप जॉब में हो जाओ, आप जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना आप इम्प्रोवाइज्ड होगे अपनी स्किल्स में, प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स में. and you will reduce your fear level to a larger extent. So stop giving excuses and work for a better future and a better career. Last point, I'll take last 5 minutes. Wonderful tips to overcome your fear of public speaking. Already we have discussed, but once again, a small glance in order to create the retention in your mind. Okay, so let's start with the number one. Basically, there are three kinds of speech जो आप practice करते हो, जो आप देते हो या जो आपने सोची थी. तो आप डिसाइड कर लो आपको प्रैक्टिस वाली स्पीच देनी है या उससे बेटर स्पीच देनी है जो आप डिजायर करते हो या वो जो आपने दी है. कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस? आपने सोचा था पर मेरे को ये देनी है पर आप नहीं दे पाए. जो सोची थी आपने उससे बेस्ट दे दी. आपने जो सोचा आप वही डिलीवर कर पाए. सो जो सोचा वो नहीं दे पाए वो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमैटिक केस है. बाकी दो केसेस ओके है. तो जो सोचा है वो तो कम से कम डिलीवर करना ही है. उतने स्टैंडर्ड्स तो मीट करने ही है. वी शुड परफॉर्म अबव द स्टैंडर्ड्स, नॉट अप टू द स्टैंडर्ड्स. अप टू द स्टैंडर्ड्स इज ओके बट नॉट बिलो द स्टैंडर्ड्स. Number one, be yourself. Do not fake, do not copy, do not compare with anybody else, with their presentation style, with their presentation skills. Everybody is unique. Like I said, you be yourself. Apna content present karo. Do not copy, do not panic, because when you will be yourself, you will be the best version, because हमें हमसे ज़्यादा कोई और नहीं जानता. नेक्स्ट, प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस. ऑलरेडी सेड यू, प्रैक्टिस इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर. आपको लगता है आप लोगों के सामने बोलोगे फियर आएगा वापस, डोंट वरी. मिरर के सामने बोलो, आई थिंक मिरर इज द बेस्ट फ्रेंड अवेलेबल इन द वर्ल्ड. मिरर के सामने बोलोगे वो तो कुछ भी नहीं बोलेगा आपको. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज गेट द ऑडियंस लाफिंग. लाइक आई सेड यू, इन्वॉल्व ह्यूमर. जैसे मैंने वो मंकी वाली पिक्चर डाली थी. वाई? टू मेक यू लाफ, टू मेक यू स्माइल, to make you feel interested in the presentation. That is the way how you can increase the audience interest, and you can also be happy. I was also smiling at that time by seeing the picture of that monkey. जब ad की तभी भी smile की, जब rehearse किया तभी भी. Now when I'm presenting, that time also. So my good hormones, happy hormones have got increased in my body, which makes me relaxed, which makes me calm. नेक्स्ट इज फॉरगेट अबाउट वर्ड्स. लाइक आई सेड यू, फॉरगेट कि मुझे क्या बोलना है, उसकी टेंशन छोड़ दो. आप काम रहो, कैजुअल रहो. टॉपिक का एक्सपीरियंस है, टॉपिक की कॉन्सेप्ट पता है, वर्ड्स अपने आप आएंगे आपके. यू विल स्पीक ऑटोमेटिकली. आई हैव नॉट लर्नड और मेमोराइज्ड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. आई एम जस्ट स्पीकिंग, वर्ड्स आर ऑटोमेटिकली कमिंग. Next is always share something new. I don't know if I could share something new today, but I tried my best by including the facts, statistics, or maybe by sharing some types of phobias. तो मुझे लगता है कि मैंने try किया, but I don't know. You have to tell me in chat box whether I could introduce something new or not. So basically हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ newness लेके आओ, कुछ नई information provide करो, because everybody loves novelty. Some people are novelty seekers. They love novelty, newness in everything. So audience will not be interested if you will share the facts and information which they already know. Everybody is eager to know something which they do not know. So always create awareness on some new factors or some new things. Focus on earning attention. Do not just randomly speak and read and complete your presentation and go. If anybody is listening or not and you are not bothered, no, then you are not effective presenter. Always maintain the eye contact. Try to grab the attention. And I have already shared the tips how you can maintain the attention of the audience, how you can grab the attention and sustain it throughout your presentation. स्टार्टिंग में तो सारे अटेंटिव होते हैं, ऑडियंस पूरी अटेंटिव होती है. लास्ट तक आप उन्हें कैसे मेंटेन करते हो, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट फैक्टर. फोकस ऑन पीपल हु आर नॉटिंग. मैं जैसे कि मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था, आई फोकस ऑन पीपल हु आर कॉन्सेंट्रेटिंग टुवर्ड्स मी, हु आर लुकिंग एट मी, बिकॉज दैट मेक्स मी फील मोर कॉन्फिडेंट एंड दैट बूस्ट माई मोरल एंड मोटिवेशन लेवल. ऑलवेज रिपीट ऑडियंस क्वेश्चंस. हमेशा ऑडियंस जो आपको पूछती है उसे आंसर करो and repeat. With that you will get time to prepare for your solution, for your answer. अगर आप मुझे कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछते हो, I'll repeat, okay, this is your question, okay, I will highlight upon this, and then you can meanwhile quickly arrange your thoughts, arrange your mind, ideas in your mind, and then you can quickly frame an answer and solution, and then you can convey it to the audience. So when you repeat the audience question and you answer them, you become more confident. Next is keep smiling. Always smile, always stay happy. That is better for you, that is good for you, and that is best for the audience as well. Thank you. Thank your audience. Always thank your audience for their for the patience listening, for their contribution. for their non-disturbance. Actually, अगर आपको वो disturb नहीं करते, they support you, they motivate you, always thank them. With that, they also feel that they belong. They have a sense of belongingness towards you and your presentation. Next time also they will show the same type of behavior and same type of response if you're presenting them again. So always thank your audience. This is a good gesture. नेक्स्ट एनालाइज योर परफॉर्मेंस. हमेशा आप जब भी प्रेजेंटेशन देते हो एनालाइज करो. अब प्रेजेंटेशन के कंप्लीट होने के बाद मैं अपनी रिकॉर्डिंग सुनूंगी एंड आई विल एनालाइज दैट व्हाट वेर माय मिस्टेक्स, वेर आई कमिटेड मिस्टेक्स, क्या इससे और बेटर हो सकता था. Whenever you will do the self evaluation, you will improve. That is my guarantee, because you are the best judges of your own self. Next is keep it short, keep it concise and keep it short. जितना कंसाइज होगा, प्रिसाइज होगा, उतना ऑडियंस का इंटरेस्ट मेंटेन होगा. दे विल स्टे हैप्पी, दे विल स्टे कनेक्टेड. ज़्यादा लंबा इंफॉर्मेशन या कंटेंट, ओवरलोडिंग ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन किसी को नहीं पसंद. एवरीबडी गेट बोर्ड अप. Conclusion, impromptu public speaking of 40% audience को fear है. Do not panic and apologize for being nervous. Instead, be confident, stay stress free, stay happy, stay positive. You will be more enthusiastic. You will be the best versions of your own self. Always smile, always inhale and exhale oxygen in order to indulge in deep breathing. Deep breathing is the biggest solution. मैंने आज 2 tips अपनाई थी, वो थी deep breathing or water. Before my presentation I did both of the things and I was very calm. पहले मैंने आपको जैसे बताया मैं थोड़ी सी 2-3% नर्वस थी, but then I became very calm after sipping the water and after indulging in deep breathing. That is the best exercise which you can do. ऑक्सीजन लेवल्स बढ़ते हैं ना बॉडी में, ठीक है. लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन की वजह से भी हमारा फियर लेवल अराइज होता है, ठीक है. बिकॉज ऑक्सीजन अगर कम होगा तो आपकी बॉडी में ऑटोमेटिकली डिस्टर्बेंसेस क्रिएट होने शुरू हो जाएंगे. बॉडी को अगर आपको नॉर्मल काम एंड रिलैक्स्ड रखना है, यू विल ओनली डू दैट. Like I'll give you the example, like a good diet is like a petrol, a fuel to your body. The more healthy and good diet you take, the more will be the performance of your body. Similarly, the more oxygen you take, the more will be your performance in context to the presentation. So the more oxygen, the lesser is the fear level. Next is, therefore, there is an urgent need to understand roots of this fear, strategize it, conquer it, thereby making ourselves global competence. So I would suggest that we all are in urgent need कि हम analyze करें खुद को, practice करें, best speakers बने. क्योंकि आज के ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड में, ग्लोबलाइजेशन के ज़माने में, जहाँ पे इतना कंपटीशन है, हमें अपनी कॉम्पिटेंसीज इम्प्रूव करनी है, बढ़ानी है. वी हैव टू बी द बेस्ट competitors for our maybe the businesses, maybe the people who are working around us. So we can only be the best versions when we will practice and we will be the best speakers. Next is, thank you. Keep smiling and keep budding, keep growing and be the best versions. Thank you so much for your patience listening. I have completed my topic. Now, if you have any doubts, please ask that, ma'am, I have so and so problem or so and so question. I mean, so and so doubt. If you have anything, please ask me. Also, please, one more important thing, one request to you, because I know the communication process. I am the communication teacher. I know always the communication process is incomplete without the response and feedback of the audience. So can you please share the feedback? How was the session? Did you like it? Was there anything new that you learned? Did it prove to be useful for you? I am just so much keen to know about this, क्योंकि मुझे जानना है कि मतलब, because so I want to know so that I can be the better version next time, so that I can work on my skills for you next time. So I want to know from you, like I want to know your feedback. So please, thank you so much once again to the Dean ma'am, to my lovely colleagues, to my dear students for patience, for your patience listening, for your patient listening, and for the contribution that you gave to me. Also, ma'am, thank you for the wonderful opportunity. I just really enjoyed the lecture. I think this was the best presentation of my life till date, because I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much once again. Over to you, ma'am and sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I hope that student must, grabbing so much knowledge by this webinar, and they not even learning. And I hope they will implement all these, points in their life to be more competent in this today's world. So thank you so much, ma'am, for delivering a wonderful webinar. And I hope you keep delivering these kind of webinar for the upliftment of the students. And
Anytime, sir.
thank you so much again.
Anytime. Thanks to you.
That's all for today. And all the students are requested to be prepared for the another webinar at 12:30. So take a break of 10 minutes. So we will start another webinar at 12:30. I hope link will be shared to your class group very soon. Thank you so much. And
Abdul sir, where is
for your presence.
Dean ma'am? She has left.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone. Have a good day. Take care.